Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome to the Peach Pod After Dark. I am Jeff. And I said, look, Mother, it's my life, okay? So if I want to live on the beach and walk around naked, and I stole from the other end of the internet my cuz-host.
Scrambling for... You know what? It's fine. I think I know this backup line because it's in my soul. I'm Leslie, and I'm trying to make the movie better!
Why don't you try saving your performance?
Oh my god.
I am playing 800 emotions here. Well, try playing one of them right.
I felt like I saw mine and Walter's future when we're finally like getting our shit together and making our own stuff and putting it out there. And that's like, people, that's a nice little fight. That is nothing bad. That is a fight amongst creatives, and that's awesome. I love that.
It's one of the many reasons that this movie is maybe perfect. This week, Cheesemeisters, we are talking about The Great Muppet Caper, the 1991 No, Christine, That's a Frog, Bears Wear Hats masterpiece. Written by Tom Patchett, Jay Tarses, Jerry Jewell, and Jack Rose, and directed by the great and good Jim Henson. Jay Tarses, by the way, is, I did not realize, Tarses, I'm not sure, was one of the writers of this movie. He's also the air steward and Coach Finstock in Teen Wolf.
Wow.
Never get less than 12 hours sleep, wrote this movie. Like, that's insane to me. I just learned it today.
Never gamble with the man who's named after a city.
That's right. Wrote this movie. Okay. This movie is starring everybody and me.
And me.
Jim Henson, Frank Oz, Dave Goelz, Jerry Nelson, guest performances from Charles Grodin, Diana Rigg, John Cleese, Robert Morley, Peter Ustinov in a very brief cameo, Jack Warden, and Peter Falk in possibly the greatest scene ever recorded in the history of mankind. And this is kind of where I want to start. Also starring Kermit the Frog, Fozzie Bear, Gonzo, Miss Piggy, and all of the Muppets. Okay? Not as characters in the movie, as actors in the movie The Great Muppet Caper.
Yes.
We're going to dig deep into this movie because it works on like 17 different levels in harmony, and it's wonderful. But we're watching this in conjunction with Season 4, Episode 14, Windstruck, because there's a heist, or at least the fallout from a heist. Yeah. And our spelling connection is Cynthia Leek. She's one of the ballet performers. Wow. And she was in Dynasty and Hotel. This movie, 78% Rotten Tomatoes, 78% Pop Meter. Critics and audiences agreed, and they are wrong. This is a 97.
Yes.
It's not a 78. Okay. So, because I'm real excited. So this was your first time seeing this movie. How did you like it?
I liked it a lot. Like,
yeah?
It was pure joy, start to finish. I don't know. I'm sure it's possible for some to dislike the Muppets. Maybe the more recent ones. I don't know. But I don't understand how you can not like a Muppet movie. Like, I just think these are so fun and they're so... Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than fun and just unadulterated joy. I mean, yeah, it's weird because first time watching it through, it all felt so seamless. The meta within it, and then even the ending felt seamless because afterwards, all like myself and my friends could think to say was like, we really enjoyed that, and I thought, but I also don't that ending didn't stick with me for some reason. Like, it just ended, and it literally just ended. The thing was done. They fixed it.
Yeah, they cut the
It's a
bad guys.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got thrown out of an airplane again.
And
So
like,
yeah,
and like, I didn't have a problem with that. I just thought that's really strange that I don't feel like this ending stuck with me. But it's because they didn't dilly dally. They went. We fixed it. Miss Piggy is safe and clear of all charges, and now we're being thrown out an airplane, looking cute.
Yeah,
like it was so. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this when I was little, the Muppet movie was my favorite. It wasn't until I saw this again when I got to college, maybe even after, and I started to see how truly funny this movie is. Like, the Muppet movie is wonderful, and we love it. And we got to, like, if you haven't listened, Cheesemeisters, go back. That where the Muppet movie is sweet and heartfelt, and the songs are fucking bangers, every single one of them, and it's funny. Like, it's got like great things that I quote all of the time. This movie's much funnier. Like, the jokes are they're sharper, they're a little bit quicker, there's an edge to them. The performances of the humans are so over the top and weird, and they're deeply aware that they're in a movie, and they want you to remember that they're in a movie.
Yes,
because they bring it up, and I just didn't notice how much they bring it up, but they bring it up over and over again throughout the movie. Hey, audience, you're watching a movie. Like, the opening credits are them watching the opening credits and then singing a song about how they're making a movie.
Yep.
And you're like, okie doke.
Does anyone even read these? Sure, they have families.
Yeah, they all have families. Wait till you see the closing credits.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great title.
They didn't even know. I'm like, if you saw the ending credits for a Marvel movie, you would be astonished.
No idea. But all those people have families too, so they should probably watch those credits. And then, like, they jump to, this is a story, by the way, of Kermit and Fozzie being investigative reporters, going to try to interview Lady Holiday and then stop someone from stealing her prized possession, the fabulous baseball diamond, which is very silly. That's the movie. We're going to talk about it a lot, but I figured I'd put just put the plot out there. Then, like, they're in the Chronicle newsroom, and they're like, our next chance. And what do you think there's going to be a second chance? And he's like, well, if it's not, it's going to be a real short movie.
Yeah.
And you're like, right, we're watching a movie. And then, like, this line I didn't even pick up this time either. When, after Nikki frames Miss Piggy for stealing Lady Holiday's jewels at the Dubani Club, which is more of a supper club than a restaurant. Yeah. She's yelling at him, and she's like, you can't even sing. Your voice was dubbed.
I loved that, and also I needed that information. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, but again, she's acknowledging in the middle of the movie that they're in the middle of a movie. And, like, then Oscar the Grouch talks to Peter Ustinov.
That was my favorite cameo.
It's pretty great. What are you doing here? A very brief cameo. Me too. Me too. And then when she hires Miss Piggy, and she's like, he squandered his inheritance, and I don't know why his bow ties were always crooked. And Miss Piggy says, why are you telling me this? And she said, plot exposition, it has to go somewhere.
Yep.
And you're like, God fucking damn it, this movie just stopped again to tell me we were watching a movie.
I mean, even with the, like, why did you do it? I'm a villain, pure and simple.
Pure and simple. Yes, I'm a bad guy. Or when they're driving through London, and Fozzie goes, or Gonzo says, it's very realistic.
I know.
Like, and then after the Peter Falk cameo, to get him to stop, Kermit says, we're trying to film a movie here.
Okay, that legit felt like any time. I've only experienced this with homeless people doing this. Regular people, I'm sure, do it too. But when you're doing an outdoor shoot and then a homeless person comes up and is like, hey, you all shooting something? I have an idea. I have an idea. And you're like, all right.
Well, has he ever done it on rollerblades saying, hey, babe, looking good. Looking real good, babe.
If only.
That's how stars are made. Very nearly. So they're just like, it's a movie where the Muppets are actors in the movie, just like the first one, kind of, right? But the first one, they're watching the movie that they already made. This one, we're watching them make the movie that we're watching.
And they've got a bit of an edge now.
Right. Yeah. And like, they're just like, then it's just hard to get my head around a movie that is that deeply meta, where you're in the movie as it's being made, because sometimes you're watching Kermit and Fozzie, twin brothers talk. And sometimes you're watching Kermit and Fozzie, the actors, Kermit and Fozzie, talking to each other or reacting to each other. It's insane and it's glorious.
I mean, you get Kermit and Miss Piggy fighting without really breaking away from the scene. Like, they turn a little bit, but you can tell they're also just like, fuck it, this is what we do. This is our movie.
Yeah, you're overacting. Like that.
I'm trying to make the movie better.
It's just stopping in the middle of the movie to comment on the performances of the other Muppets is crazy. Like, it's so weird. And at the same time, everyone in the movie is constantly reminding us that we're watching frogs and pigs and lizards and bears.
Oh my.
Yeah, but they're not acting like it's normal.
No.
They're acting like it's weird, but not that weird. Like, she's like, oh, that's my secretary. And he's like, which one? And she says, the pig.
I mean, it makes you wonder, like, is this why the Muppets work? Because they are meta?
I think it is why they work, because the Muppet Show itself is it's like a commentary on vaudeville shows, done by puppets with an audience. Like, and they show you backstage and on the stage and in the audience. Like, the reason that the Muppets work is because they're so smartly self-referential.
Yes.
And also, they're funny. Like, they just got gags. They got one-liners, Like, they put stuff in, I mean, we've got myth, from the first movie. But, like, they do things like that light bulb that keeps breaking. Just 3 or 4 times in the movie.
What color are his hands, really?
Yeah, what color are his hands now? Yes, exactly. The whole thing where Fozzie and Kermit are confused for one another. Like, sometimes by themselves. Like, Fozzie's like, which one are you? I'm the one on the right.
Yeah.
Or, when he's like, you're lucky you have fur. No, that's you. You have the fur. Oh, yeah. Like, they just keep doing it. And then, like, one of my favorite jokes in the opening credits is when Gonzo is going, I'd like to try this without a balloon.
You mean just falling to your death?
Yeah, try plummeting. You mean plummeting? Yeah.
You could try it once.
Yeah, you could try it once. Except for that they do it over and over again in the movie. Like, they're thrown out of multiple planes in this movie.
That's true.
thrown in front of moving cars. Like, there's constant plummet. They have to fall down to save the baseball diamond. Like, it's, maybe we could jump part way. Like, they're just, they keep bringing these things back. It's really more of a supper club than a restaurant. And I've got the paper towels. Like, they're just, the running jokes are so silly and they're so funny, and on top of the weird meta shit that's happening. Like, you get the paper towel joke, like that's a joke that a 7-year-old gets, and that's why it's great. I thought that was so funny. I thought Animal eating through the bars was hilarious when I was a kid. Now what I think is funny is when he finishes, he goes, ah. Like, just makes faces. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking joyous to me.
It is. It's just so. There's nothing simple about how they made this, because one of the friends that I watched it with, shout out to Rich, the whole time was like, man, they're just showing off. They're just showing off. Like,
yes.
I mean, and I noted it too. I went, yeah, they had money this time. They said, oh, just wait and see what we can do. I mean, it's the Muppets have an edge in more ways than one now.
Yeah. No, what I wrote was the hold my beer sequences, where they're like, oh, you thought it was cool that we had Kermit and Miss Piggy riding bikes in the last movie? What if they all ride bikes?
Oh my God, I know.
What if all of them ride bikes? What if they ride in circles? What if they sing while they're riding the bikes? What if we do all that?
How?
Is that something you might be interested in?
How did they do it, Jeff?
It's amazing. Sometimes you can see little parts. Like, you can sometimes see where two bikes are connected to each other.
Uh-huh.
Right? So that you can pull them on a track or whatever. But how do you do that while doing the marionette rig and the singing motions? And how Kermit and Piggy turn in circles. Perfectly timed. Like, yep. Sometimes there's a couple of spots where it's clear that there's a human being in the Miss Piggy suit.
Yes.
She's like riding the motorcycle.
We clocked that.
But it's just the way you make it work. And they're like, we can make it work. They shot underwater synchronized swimming, puppets singing.
Insane.
Like, the only reason you do that is to say, we can do this.
I mean, Miss Piggy's wardrobe and hair alone
was
super upgraded. I mean, again, another friend, shout out to Lima, was like, her wig game is off the hook this movie.
Yeah. Not to mention all of the emotions that she can show in the same picture.
Yeah.
Daring.
Listen, we'll talk about shit like that in intimacy.
Oh, good. I love that. But then they've also got Muppets singing while parachuting. Like, you've got a puppet up here probably being worked this way, while behind are all of the puppets worked this way. And it looks like they're flying through the damn air. And they're singing. Okay.
How?
Just
tell me how.
We can do it. We can do this. They had fight scenes in this movie.
Oh, they were so great.
I mean, Kermit punches like, and Charles Grodin has like the cartooniest reaction, which is great.
When Miss Piggy is launched at him and in the slow motion, I mean, you could also tell like, oh yeah, they're doing it slowly. Yeah, shout out to the actors being beaten up by Muppets.
I know.
So great. I mean,
yeah. Like,
that's the shit you do in like acting classes. That's the shit, like, why you have to be able to do that in those stupid little acting games.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come up again.
Yeah, you might
if you're
have
lucky.
you might have to fight a Muppet over the fabulous baseball diamond.
Oh my god. I keep thinking of like all the musicals I want now turned into like, I mean, still live action, but put Muppets in it. Like Les Mis.
Sure.
How do we redeem that movie musical? Add Muppets.
But you have to find a way to make it as meta as this.
Fine. Les Mis could use it.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to do that. Like that's why I don't make the Muppets, but holy shit, like you've got this deep meta commentary with running gags and Busby Berkeley tip of the hats and like huge ballet dream sequences or whatever done by puppets and people together just because you can flexing like that's you're doing that and you're throwing in really funny shit like more than just silly one-liners like or like the running gags, but you've got stuff like Fozzie just sitting there at the table and for a bit of business starts putting sugar in his champagne. And he says, you know, you put enough sugar in this, it tastes just like ginger ale. He's right.
Oh my god.
I mean, but how funny is that? That's so weird.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could jump part way. Like, what a great dumb joke. I love it. Throw it in there. The whole sequence that you didn't notice when you watched it, when they're in the cab with Beauregard, when he picks them up to take them to the Happiness Hotel, and they're like, he lives at the Happiness Hotel but doesn't know how to get there.
Yeah.
And then they're like, how long have you lived in London? And he's like, all my life. And he said, funny, you don't have an accent. And he says, hey, I'm lucky to have a driver's license. Like, what a gag joke. I love that. It's so silly. And then, I mean, what's wrong with your drummer? He seems a little crazed. Oh, he's just upset because he missed the Rembrandt exhibit at the National Gallery.
Oh my god.
Renoir!
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, it's just filled with killer one-liners in the middle of action sequences and long shots of, you know, is that the Eiffel Tower? Yeah. No.
I know. I wish I knew this as well as you did because it would be so much more fun to be going back and forth, but I don't.
It's, you know, I just went through the quotes on IMDb, and it's the first time I've ever done that where I'm like, not to, like to look stuff up because I do that, but the first time where I've ever gone through and been like, that quote supports this thing I need that I want to talk about. And so that one does this one and this one does that one. And like the whole movie is supported by the dialogue.
Yes.
Like all of the stuff that they're doing is super funny, super technical with puppets. And it's got a story that works well enough. It's a silly little story, but all the parts of it are so gloriously connected.
Yes.
That it's just, it kind of makes it perfect in a super weird fucking way.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how it all works, but it just works.
Yeah.
And I definitely think the meta nature of it all helps. But yeah, somehow they were just able to tie in all of these things beautifully.
Yeah. And then the last thing they do is they add a bunch of weird shit. Like deeply weird shit. The Peter Falk scene is so strange.
Yeah.
Like, for those who don't recall, Kermit's sitting there on the bench by the pond, and he's holding the glass slipper, and Peter Falk comes and sits down next to him, and he strikes up a conversation with him. And he's like, I see you holding that slipper there, and I can tell you your whole life story. It's not a pretty one, is it? And he launches into this whole story about how you opened up a dry cleaner with your brother-in-law, Bernie, and you're putting all your time and money into it, and the kids grow, and then that jerk Bernie, there's somebody opens a dry cleaner down the street, and they're putting you out of business because they can turn it around faster. They got more staff. What are you going to do? And he tells this whole story about a failed dry cleaning business that ends with, and then you took all of the money after you sold it and you put it into the glass slipper business.
Okay, but why is that situation basically what happened to me when I went to family court a month ago? Like, well, listen, I mean, granted, at least Kermit didn't really, like, you can't blame Kermit for engaging this person. Mine, totally my fault. Don't ever engage with people in a court, people. Like, wow. Strangers, just don't do it.
No.
It'll be funny someday, but, like, this very much felt like you just need to tell someone your personal story.
Right.
And that's that.
Right. Right. But what's it doing here? Like, in the middle of this movie, why is that whole? And then the way they end it, which is, hey, buddy, we're trying to make a movie here. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, like. So he just wandered in. That's what we're meant to believe, is this guy wanders in the middle of the movie. He's not having a conversation with Kermit in the movie. He's having a conversation with Kermit the actor, who is sitting there with the glass slipper, waiting to do whatever this scene was supposed to be.
This isn't necessarily something that would make it better. I just think, wouldn't it have also been funny if he had been playing Peter Falk, stumbling on set,
right,
but between like Columbo takes or right. something, and like started referencing one of the episodes.
Right. But I literally just now, saying it out loud, realized that that's what was happening here. That's not part of the movie. That's not part of the story of Lady Holiday.
Yeah.
That's this guy wandering into the middle of the movie and talking to Kermit while he's getting ready to do his scene.
Yeah.
This movie's weirder than I thought it was.
Another thing that I won't say, I can't say if directors hope this happens, but again, sometimes you hope that just something weird will happen and it'll be amazing. You know, like obviously right. You want the things you have written down and planned to work and be golden on its own. But I mean, Dustin Hoffman getting, you know, a legit taxi, like coming up and honking at him.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, like, yeah.
That's gold.
Right.
You know?
Walk in here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm bowled over at what that scene was. And it's been my favorite scene for 20 years and I never understood it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I never got what was, did you have that? Did you clock that that's what was happening in that scene when you watched it the first time? Like, am I just like particularly dense, or did I just realize something that like, oh my God, like it's obviously there, but I just didn't notice.
I didn't think about it all that deeply. Like,
right.
I thought it was funny.
Right.
And I don't know if I thought of it as part of the film or not. I feel like I want to lean towards, I didn't think of it as part of the film, so I'm not as bowled over, but I also don't think I thought about it that in depth. I was just like, there he is. This could be the cameo Jeff loves the most.
It is the one I love the most.
But then I saw Oscar the Grouch and forgot about everything else and was like, no, this is mine. This is mine.
I get it. Yeah. No, I totally get it. The other thing that I think is so delightful in this movie and just fucking weird is this whole thing where Kermit and Fozzie are twins, but they only look alike when Fozzie's wearing a hat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's insane. That sentence is so crazy to say out loud. And then they're like, we'll make it the basis of the movie.
I think it's great. Honestly, it kind of makes me think of all the crazy pairings you see for productions of Comedy of Errors.
Uh-huh.
You know, because obviously they're not looking for twins. I mean, you hope, but like that's a long shot. So I feel like you see some funny pairings of people like, we're supposed to believe they're twins? well, let's not have them stand by each other.
Yeah. It almost feels like we've got this script for this story where identical twins join a newspaper staff and foil a bank robbery. But we have to cast the Muppets in it. So we're just going to tell people that Kermit and Fozzie are twins. And if we say it enough, people are just going to go with it.
Yeah.
And instead of rewriting the script and making them not twins, we're just going to say that they are.
If we keep reminding the audience that Brandon and Brenda are twins, they'll stop thinking that they're going to bang.
Right, exactly. Sometimes you've got to tell the audience over and over again so you can make sure they get it.
Yeah.
Like, and they know, no, Christine, that's a frog. Bears wear hats. What? Like, it's just there to explain that everyone thinks they look alike when Fozzie wears a hat.
And now
it's not weird. Leave it alone.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that definitely is a Shakespearean thing, because he uses twins quite a bit.
Yeah.
Or siblings at least, and like he was working with an even smaller group of people than many other troops would be working with now. So like, of course, he's probably not going to find twins. So you do have to write these things into, I mean, granted, this one is done for kicks and giggles, but I definitely think it's pointing at the trope of like, if we say these actors are twins over and over again, they'll believe us.
Yeah. 100%. Like, it, again, not a thing that I understood about this movie until 7 minutes ago.
No, we are going deep on this analysis.
This is an amazing movie. It just fucking is. And then how can you talk about this movie without the tip of the hat to the greatest villain performance ever captured on screen? Thieves aren't breathing down your neck.
Oh my God. He was okay. I don't know if he's like the greatest villain performance, but he was pretty great with these Muppets. I mean,
oh no.
Again, well, I'm saving some of it for Adventures in Intimacy, but like, I was shook as these say.
Yeah, he is having so much fun. Like,
yeah. I think that's why too I had a hard time seeing, because I kept hearing you go like, he is the greatest villain, and I'm like, is he? Because he seems like he's having fun, and I'm having fun watching him, and he's not making me upset or anything, except for like one moment.
No, it's just that he's so over the top villain. Like,
and me.
Yeah, and he's got the crooked bow tie and the floral socks. And I mean, it's just so ridiculous. And he's like, yeah, no, I was cast in this movie to be the baddest bad guy. And oh, no, Miss Piggy, no. Like, just, I mean, I feel like his performance is the movie. You know what I mean?
The overacting while he sang. I mean, I don't know the words, but if you're watching this Cheesemeisters, I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest mouth movements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. It's stunning, that performance. It is so clownish and just glory start to finish.
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit about the performance of the Muppets themselves, but let's do that in What Else time.
Okay.
So tell me about the intimacy between Charles Grodin and a pig.
I was so resigned to not really have anything to say. about intimacy in this, because I figured with the first movie, like that was stretching it. But no, there's plenty to say here. And also, just because you might not need a choreographer on this for intimacy, you definitely should have a consultant, because there are some questions story-wise that need to be thought about, or some actions that need to be thought out. I mean,
sure.
How do you show Muppets falling in love with each other at first sight? Like,
right.
You especially when, and I don't know if they switch out Miss Piggy's eyes, because I feel like sometimes there's a difference in where her eyelashes are,
Sure.
which makes a difference.
Yeah.
Anyone who's put on false eyelashes will know this.
Right.
But it's how they tilt the head. It's how long of a space there is between what they're saying to each other, or between a reaction, and I just think that's incredible to think about, like, oh, how do we get these puppets to look lovey-dovey at each other?
Yeah.
Because their eyes don't move. And that's a key ingredient right there, people, that you no longer have. So you've got to be more creative and like, okay, well then how are their heads angled? What are their what are their hands doing?
Right. Yeah.
Their mouths can move. So
there was one time when their eyes did move, and it was the flashbulb gag.
Oh, I missed it.
When they take
yes.
And everyone's eyeballs are like tiny little pinholes.
Well, and that's why I think their eyes must be,
they
changeable.
just replaced them. Yeah.
Sure. But I don't know how often they do that for Miss Piggy and Kermit.
Right.
And I didn't see a lot of the shift in this. They very much relied on just like,
yeah.
Or like, Kermit doing his little gulp thing.
Or the little, like where he pulls his mouth in.
Oh, I love it.
I'm
sure I would look weird as a human, but I kind of wish my face was as malleable as Kermit's. I'd rather be a Muppet. So I would say there's comedic intimacy in this again, but more in terms of like, here, kids, this thing is funny because privacy is a thing to adults. The human anatomy is funny. It's, Kermit is, he's getting changed, and Gonzo averts his eyes while
right.
is changing, which it's like, they're Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
But let's instill a little bit of shame into these kids.
That's right. But Fozzie he only ever wears the tie.
Yes.
But at one point he looks at Kermit and says, how do I hope I'm dressed okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're fine.
Kermit turns around and zips up his pants. And it's like, you're a frog. I don't know what your anatomy looks like, and that's none of my business, but you're a frog. Yep. It's a really funny thing how they've added in these adult human elements. And I mean, somehow, obviously it's going to be funny to the adults, but somehow they also make it funny for kids.
Sure.
Like,
but he jumps into his own pants. Whoop! Like that's a funny gag, and also an impressive piece of puppetry. Like,
just one of many.
Yeah, like that's one of the flexes too. Just that dance number where Kermit gets dressed while singing. Okay, puppet freaks, you guys are amazing.
In lieu of Muppets falling into things, you have, Miss Piggy when Kermit first meets her, falls into a basket.
Yes.
And then later on, Kermit falls into her basket. And so it's very much, the meet cute, and then,
and they mirror it. Yeah.
And then the 360, like we've come back to it. Like, it's those little tie-ins that also relate back to like what other rom-coms do.
Yeah.
Making up for the fact that, I don't know if they have to make up for the fact that it's Muppets. I love watching Kermit and Miss Piggy get together. It is, they are relationship goals. They're delightful. They're dancing cheek to cheek.
And
now for the greatest question. maybe
Yeah.
not the greatest question of intimacy in this, but how does a human romance a Muppet?
Mm-hmm.
How, you know, how are you doing this? Because you also, and I hadn't even thought about this, but as you're doing, as you're romancing this puppet, you also have to think about where is a person
Uh-huh.
holding them in
Yep.
relation to you. You
Yeah.
need to, and you on appropriate levels, but also just human bubble levels. Like, are you I don't want to be bumping into you. I don't want to mess this up. Where do you need me to be standing so that you
Yeah.
can make Piggy move? But
Yeah.
like,
You have to be able to give Piggy this expression.
yeah.
And so I have to be able to move my arm like that. You can't be here because then I can't
But
make the
then I
head move.
also but then I also need to know, like, I also need to make sure you're not like in my space, because I'm also trying to, my arms need to be here, and am I
Right.
holding her up? I've got to hold myself a funny way so that I don't fall over. It's just all
Yeah.
these physical things that you need to think about. But
Yeah.
man, he was good. I mean, I forget every little thing that he did, but he believed he was in love with her. He believed the attraction, the way he stroked her cheek.
Yeah.
But
When
then
the,
it
they're like,
turned violent.
I don't know why you love her like you do. I don't know. I just do.
It on it, that it was nomination worthy acting right there. He
Uh-huh.
believed it. He gave it the full 110%. But again, he went from such adoration to such intensity that made me afraid. Like, one, for Miss Piggy, as if she's not a Muppet, but then two, like, that's a valuable piece of property.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
on so many levels, I was disturbed. And you got to talk through that. Like,
Yeah.
you got to plot that out. You got
Yep.
to plot out the beats.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to be called in to, like, hey, can you help this actor romance this Muppet? Absolutely, I can.
That's right. Let's figure this out. I'm gonna suggest that you go watch the marionette sex scene from Team America World
I
Police.
I thought about that earlier, and I was like, I'm not ready.
It's it's a lot. It's a real, and watch the unedited version because
Oh God.
that's the one that gets into scat play. It's a lot. Um, yeah.
You're really
Uh,
selling it.
it's funny as fuck. I'm telling you.
I only want to think about Charles and Miss Piggy. Or
Yeah, I
Nikki,
understand.
the character.
Nikki. Yeah. I don't know why his bow ties are always crooked. Um, Shouts to Diane Rigg as Lady Holiday in this. She's great. Like,
Lady Olena Tyrell
yeah,
forever.
Lady Holiday forever. But um, she's great in Game of Thrones too. But she's, I mean, in my head, she's got the same, Mrs. White looking pale and tragic, like the hat, little
Yes.
mesh over the eye. Yeah. My fabulous baseball diamond.
My jewels! My jewels! That is the shit I want to do.
It's great. Yep, I think you should get to do it. Um, Anything else for intimacy?
No, I'm glad I had even that much, but yeah,
Yeah,
oh, I would love to consult on something like this.
yeah, I'd love to see it. Um, all right, so Needle Drop Forest. The songs in this aren't as great as in the Muppet movie.
No, they don't
But
grab me.
some of them grab me.
Okay.
Like I really like I kind of forgot how many songs there were. I love Everybody and Me. Like, hey, a movie.
Yeah.
That I love that whole sequence at the beginning. It's got jokes. It's got this whole like beginning of Superman 3 Rube Goldberg nonsense with like the worst basketball player I've ever seen. It's not in Teen Wolf. Just out there knocking shit over and people falling into, I mean, it's just chaos. I think that's super fun. I was walking around last night going, on someone else I swear this savoir-faire would be such a waste. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. That song gets in my head. I like the Dr. Teeth in the Electric Mayhem song while they're on the bus. They don't have to play so loud. It's okay. They don't mind.
Yeah.
It's just this blues riff, where there's "Give me my nightlife."
Yep.
There's nothing to it, but it's got a groove. So yeah, I enjoy the music in this, but it's not the level of Muppet music.
I liked them and I enjoyed them and they were fun, but yeah, they didn't stick with me. They didn't quite move me in the same way. Mm-hmm. And because I've only watched it the one time, they're not like engraved in my brain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Happiness, Miss Piggy. Warm caress, Miss Piggy.
Yes.
Yeah, your voice is dubbed.
Fantastic. She knows how to cut an actor to their core.
It was quite the pointed barb.
It was damned.
You can't even sing.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, what else time? Is this anyone's defining role?
I mean, according to you, it is Dame Diana Rigg's defining role.
And for me, it is.
That's fair. She will always be Lady Olena Tyrell.
Yeah,
to me.
I get that.
Baddest bitch of Westeros.
Yep.
Not too soon. Why are you giving me a look?
Emma Peel?
Emma Peel?
Diana Rigg's most famous role, Emma Peel
of
the Avengers?
Get your own show!
It's fair. She was Diana Peel.
All right, yes, she was. You mean Emma Peel? You just said Diana Peel.
Yeah. Banana Peel.
Okay. Do.
No, he's got a point. For a lot of people, that would be her defining role. I think for me, it's Lady Holiday.
Fair.
It might be Charles Grodin's for me.
Definitely, I won't know him from anything else after this.
Even though he delivers the "No, it's one of my favorite things" line from "So I Married an Axe Murderer," this is more iconic than that. It's just so amazing.
I only know Peter
Ustinov
from this.
Well, he played Poirot.
Poirot?
Yeah, Hercule Poirot, Agatha Christie's.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of those movies. I've only read some of her books, but
they're fun. Yeah, those are him as Poirot. Those are really good. Totally worth. They're just British mysteries,
Which I would definitely rather watch the older ones. I don't.
Yeah, those are the ones that
Fantastic.
he's in. So yeah, highly recommend. It's not John Cleese's defining role, but I'll tell you this: when I was a kid, I kind of thought that's how life was when you were a grown up. Like you just had real boring conversations at the table about whether you're gonna if you were bored, maybe you'd buy some jam.
Listen, but are kids wrong?
No, to kids. I mean, that scene when I was a kid was so fucking boring. I couldn't.
Dreadful weather we've had this week.
Oh, yeah.
Dreadful weather yesterday, and of course the weather on Saturday was also dreadful.
Yes, dear.
Am I boring you?
No. You'd be hard pressed to find someone as delighted as I am.
I loved their interaction. It was, again, so subtle, and it was funny, and it's not too far off from wah, 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 wah,
right.
This is how kids hear us. And they're right to, because everything we are talking about and fretting about is dumb.
Right. And we're not focused on the interesting thing, which is pig um, climbing up the side of the house.
Do you need anything?
Yeah. The remember the pig, the one climbing up the side of the house? That's a chap. That's a chap. Was in the closet just now with a lizard. Oh, what did they want?
What did they want?
The name of a good restaurant. I told them the Dubani Club.
Oh, but it's more of a supper club.
Yes, I did try to warn them. Don't blame yourself. It's so weird. But like they are not. There was a pig and a lizard standing in their closet. The one of them just climbed up the side of the house. And they're just like.
Okay, I will say though, as an adult on a budget, I would totally get excited to buy jam. Like,
Sure. No, I get that.
We just went to the grocery store yesterday, and Walter was like, "Oh, should we get jam?" And I was like, no, we're on a budget right now."
Yeah. Thought you said the pets are dead. So weird. There. Oh, Jim Henson had a cameo. Did you see him?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very much a Hitchcockian kind of thing. Put yourself in your movie, which is pretty great. But the last thing I have for what else time is two things I noticed watching it this time that floored me that I didn't catch before. And they are both in the same vein as now we're watching the Muppet as the actor, not the Muppet as the character in the movie we're watching. And there's one where Fozzie, you can just kind of tell he's exasperated by Kermit's performance. And then later when Kermit has the same reaction to Miss Piggy. And the fact that they can tell that much in a joke that is basically that much of a hand movement. Like, this is kind of all that happens and there's so much in of a performance in that move that just fucking killed me this time. And and I never even noticed it before, but it's during the fashion show when Lady Holiday is giving the "thank you, Darla," like the big explanation of her thing that she's wearing. Not the one where she says a teeny weeny hat.
Yes.
It was also delightful. But Fozzie looks at Kermit and said, "Oh, something, those are pretty nice duds." And Kermit says, "While I found the white pleated collar alluring, I was rather taken aback by the flutter of godets." And Fozzie is looking at him and goes, "Uh-huh." And then it moves on. But that "uh-huh" had the weight of like 30 takes on it. You know what I mean? Like, he's okay. Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sure.
And Kermit pulls the same move on Piggy when she's listing all the different words that you could call prison. Like, the joint, the big house, the hooskow, whatever. And he goes, "Yeah."
I get it, Piggy.
Yeah, I'm so done with this. Like, but because there's no other reason to leave that reaction in there. It's Kermit the actor being just done with Piggy the actor and Fozzie vice versa. And it killed me this time. And I'd never even noticed it before. God damn it if this movie isn't joyous.
It's wonderful.
Do you have any what else's?
This is more just a silly commentary. I felt like we were seeing the mirror universe version of Charlie's Angels in
Oh, yes. Yeah, the worst angels.
The worst angels. Yeah. That's all. I loved, and also that they were like Marla, Darla, and Carla.
Yeah.
Something. It was ridiculous. They were delightful. And I love seeing a mirror universe version of any character.
Yeah, and that was the height of Charlie's Angels right then, 1981. That show was huge then.
I did not know but that was its height. That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember how many years it was on, 5 or 6. That's, good run for Charlie and his Angels.
That's just, again, one of those things where you think because of the fashion, it was only in the 70s, and then you're like, but then the style doesn't automatically change on the dot for the decade.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, guess what? 1981 called. It's time to do that now.
Yeah, things that are considered iconic of that era are probably something that was only worn for a couple years.
Yeah, or like a season.
Word.
Oh, 81 was the end of Charlie's Angels. It ran from 76 to 81.
Well, then there was room for these bad angels.
That's true.
Charlie's Demons.
Yeah, exactly. I want to go watch Charlie's Angels. Not right this second. I got other things to do. But, good call on Charlie's Angels. Any other Elses?
No, there are not.
All right. What is this the EST of for you?
I think this is the happiest caper movie ever.
It's pretty, it is great.
They're so happy.
They are.
So
they're
pure.
singing the song the whole time. Lots of joyous things, and I mean, granted, there was some framing for jewel thievery, but they had the paper towels, so it was okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Those dogs are almost done with the pizza.
But I don't like pepperoni.
And yet he goes and opens the gate. I was like, what?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, the security at the Mallory Gallery is not top notch. Nor is it at the women's penitentiary that Piggy bends the bars and escapes from prison.
I am not sure. I'm sure that is something she does again and again, but all of a sudden I went, oh, I've seen this image before.
Right. Yeah, Piggy's she's tough. She's strong,
No.
But she's so great. But she's all lovey-dovey for Kermie. So Kermie. I think this is the greatest sequel ever made.
Yeah.
Like, some people will say Godfather 2 or, props to Aliens. They're, I don't know, Toy Story 2, maybe, whatever. Like, there are people who like a sequel better than the original. There's few and far between, but there's some out there.
Yeah.
It's just so deeply weird and funny and meta and layered, and I've seen it. This movie is 40, almost 45 years old.
Wow.
And I just realized like 3 things about it today. Like, that's wonderful.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's a puppet movie.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be damned. Jim Henson, fucking genius.
I know.
Yeah, and I think this is where the Muppets peak for me. Nothing after The Great Muppet Caper is ever as good as The Great Muppet Caper. But there are a few things in the world as good as The Great Muppet Caper.
Sure.
So, at least,
and even so, I feel like even a bad Muppet movie or Muppet show is still the Muppets. It's still good to see those characters because it's like seeing old friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Old weird friends.
Oh my God. Yeah. The weirdest, but the best kind of weird.
Yeah. Who pretend to be twins when one of them's a frog and one of them's a bear. And then there's a whatever Gonzo is.
Yeah. Oh, you should try sticking your nose in there.
Sure. You gotta learn to scream right when they put the food to their mouth.
Gags for the children.
That's right. All right. I think that once again we have proven my theory that everything comes back to Aaron Spelling.
Even the Great Muppet Caper.
And the janky ass Charlie's Angels that are in it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's glorious. I'm excited we got to talk about this movie, and I'm happy you liked it. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, we all loved it. Like,
oh, good.
Cops are coming
I
for
am
me.
so happy for me.
And me.
And me. I do recommend taking on that bit of Piggy energy in just your daily
Yes.
life. When she gets the job as her receptionist and she's like, I am so happy for me. That's
Yeah.
good energy to have.
It can only benefit me to take on more Piggy energy.
I agree. It makes everybody feel better about everything because you can kick
Yeah.
some ass too. So,
Mm.
all right, join us here next week, Cheesemeisters, when on Wednesday we watch season 4, episode 15. Somewhere in the world, it's Christmas. And because somewhere in the world it's Christmas and the Walshes get on an airplane, we're going to watch a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard in an airport.
Oh, God.
Everybody talks about Die Hard as a Christmas movie. Not enough people give props to Die Hard 2, which is also a Christmas movie. And it is a perfectly serviceable action movie. Like, it's a fun movie. It's not as great as Die Hard. It's because Die Hard's fucking Die Hard. But
Yeah.
it's pretty good. So it's fun. And we get to watch Sipowicz. So,
Cool.
yeah, Dennis Franz is in this movie. Playing a cop, big shock.
Hey, you know what?
Yep.
Nice work when you can get it.
Hell yeah, it is. All right, so until then, Cheesemeisters.
Cheers.
Cheers.